Queen Elizabeth was Queen of the United Kingdom from the 6th of February 1952 until her death on the 8th of September 2022. Everyone is our neighbor, no matter what race, creed, or color. The birth of a baby brings great happiness, but then the business of growing up begins. People are touched by events which have their roots far across the world. Sport has a wonderful way of bringing together people and nations. It is through this lens of history that we should view the conflicts of today and so give us hope for tomorrow. Grief is the price we pay for love. In times of doubt and anxiety, the attitudes people show in their daily lives, in their homes, and in their work are of supreme importance. Our modern world places such heavy demands on our time and attention that the need to remember our responsibilities to others is greater than ever. While we may have more still to endure, better days will return. We will be with our friends again. We will be with our families again. We will meet again. I believe that, young or old, we have as much to look forward to with confidence and hope as we have to look back on with pride. When peace comes, remember it will be for us, the children of today, to make the world of tomorrow a better and happier place. I can never wear beige because nobody will know who I am. With age does come experience, and that can be a virtue if it is sensibly used. It's worth remembering that it is often the small steps, not the giant leaps, that bring about the most lasting change. Like all the best families, we have our share of eccentricities, of impetuous and wayward youngsters, and of disagreements. I lived long enough to know that things never remain quite the same for very long. I have to be seen to be believed. When life seems hard, the courageous do not lie down and accept defeat. Instead, they are all the more determined to struggle for a better future. I declare before you all that my whole life, whether it be long or short, shall be devoted to your service. Together we are tackling this disease, and I want to reassure you that if we remain united and resolute, then we will overcome it. I should like to be a horse. If I am asked today what I think about family life after 25 years of marriage, I can answer with equal simplicity and conviction. I am for it. May the Christmas story encourage you, for it is a message of hope every year, not for a few, but for all. But let us not take ourselves too seriously. Everyone is our neighbor, no matter what race, creed, or color. Good memories are our second chance at happiness. Let us not take ourselves too seriously. None of us has a monopoly on wisdom. Work is the rent you pay for the room you occupy on earth. Cowards falter, but danger is often overcome by those who nobly dare. For me, heaven is likely to be a bit of a come down. I hope people will think very carefully about the future. It's all to do with the training. You can do a lot if you're properly trained. What were once only hopes for the future have now come to pass. Football's a difficult business, and aren't they prima donnas? But it's a wonderful game. True patriotism doesn't exclude an understanding of the patriotism of others. It has perhaps always been the case that the waging of peace is the hardest form of leadership of all. They are not royal. They just happen to have me as their aunt. I myself prefer my New Zealand eggs for breakfast. It has turned out to be an annus horribilis. The British Constitution has always been puzzling and always will be. These wretched babies don't come until they are ready. It has always been easy to hate and destroy. To build and to cherish is much more difficult. I believe that there is a great fear in our generation of being labeled as priggish. At its heart, engineering is about using science to find creative, practical solutions. It is a noble profession. When life seems hard, the courageous do not lie down and accept defeat. Instead, they are all the more determined to struggle for a better future. I admired and respected her for her energy and commitment to others, and especially for her devotion to her two boys. I know just how much I rely on my own faith to guide me through the good times and the bad.